Most of the time, people tend to think too much about overpriced protein powders, their meals, or their workout. But there is one thing nobody really talks about, and that's sleep. But sleep is one of the most underrated factors when it comes to building muscle. Human beings sleep on an average of 6.8 hours a day, while elephants sleep for 3 hours and rats for up to 18. Depending on the species, the metabolism differs, and while we sleep, our metabolism changes. But what exactly changes, and why is this important in regards to muscle growth? Before we come to that, what happens when we don't have enough sleep? The first and maybe most important thing is the decreased performance. I think we all trained when we were not for 100% fit and didn't sleep enough, and we all know how this feels. That we feel kind of weak and tired, and we just do not do the same amount of repetitions and do not have the same amount of energy as usual. The second point is the lack of concentration, which comes in line with sleep deficiency. Concentration is not only important when it comes to mental activities, but physical activities as well. Concentration in sports is not only important to prevent you from any injuries, which might happen, but also to focus on the targeted muscle groups and just train more efficiently. And the third point comes in line with the first one, a faster exhaustion. When you are short-term sleep deprived, not only your stamina will go down, but also the maximal force production capability. Why is this all the case? While we sleep, many things in our body change. First of all, the metabolic rate reduces to up to 15% because we do not need so much energy to keep us alive. Additionally, the hormone testosterone is secreted mainly during the night and responsible for muscle growth and muscle repair, as it activates protein synthesis. Same with the hormone EGF-1 or insulin-like growth factor, which is responsible for a faster cell division. On the other hand, the stress hormone cortisol, which basically counteracts testosterone as it breaks down proteins, is not secreted during the night or in very low amounts, while it has its peak in the morning. Two other important hormones called Ghrelin and leptin also indirectly affect muscle gains, as they regulate the appetite and the fat distribution in the body. When we don't have enough sleep, our brain does not function normally, and so does the motor neural system. The motor neural system connects the muscles and the muscle fibers with the nervous system, and that is to say the central nervous system, the brain. So if you are tired, your brain cannot send the right signals or cannot process the signals in the proper way, which might lead to the problems I already mentioned. When sleep deprived, the sugar glucose cannot be utilized by the body. Thus, it can be not converted into glycogen and stored in the muscle cells. Muscle cells use glycogen as an energy reservoir, and obviously, if you have a low amount of glycogen, you will have less energy and a lower stamina. But not only muscle cells, so-called astrocytic glycogen, a form of glucose storage in the brain, is also negatively affected, why you feel unconcentrated and tired. What about daytime naps? As the previously described hormones undergo a specific rhythm, daytime naps do not replace sleeping at night. Here, another hormone called melatonin plays a crucial role, and it's mainly secreted during the night. Studies showed that it's involved in weight loss and muscle repair, as it has anti-inflammatory and antioxidative properties. All of these factors lead to imbalances of your energy level and your physical and psychological state, so you should avoid sleep deprivation as good as you can. Interestingly, studies could show that one night is already sufficient to detect the negative effects of sleep deficiency on muscle growth. If you manage to sleep for around 7 hours, you will be fine, but that strongly depends on your metabolism. I will talk about methods how to increase sleep quality and quantity naturally in another video, so don't forget to click on the subscribe button to stay up to date. And now go to sleep and see you next time.